Hi all, this is Wanda and welcome. Well, I'm back today for the first update on my journey towards finding a rejuvenating, regenerating skincare regimen. And in my first video, as I stated, I was using the Genefique. I'd already been using it for 2 weeks. And at that point, which was 3 weeks ago, I was going to add the Strivectin SD. And it's actually the new formula. So now initially I said I was going to come back in 2 weeks, but I didn't feel that that was reasonable. So today is March 29th, and so now it has been exactly 3 weeks. So what is my assessment? Do I see a lot of changes? At this point, not really. Still not so much in the texturization of my skin, especially on the sides here. I don't really see it so much there. And I think where I do notice, if you look at the first video, because of what was going on here, I was looking angry, but I'm really not. It's just that the lines there were causing me to look angry. So I think I see just a little bit of improvement there. But I do want to take some time and talk about this Strivectin SD. I did do some research just to kind of figure out what this NIA 114 is. I'm sorry, I need my reading glasses so I can see this. But I think that I called it N1A. But this is what it is. And I'm going to try to get close here. Okay, so Strivectin SD NIA 114. Okay, so that's the new formulation that was patented. The patent was awarded August of last year, if I remember correctly. I think it was 2010, may have been 2009. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down, and I should have. But anyway, what I did find out is this NIA 114 actually is a patented form of niacin. And niacin is packed with vitamin B3. I do know that niacin is used in certain medication for heart patients, only because I have a cousin who has a stent to open a blocked artery. And one of the medications they switched him to was one that had a higher form of medicine. And as I mentioned in the last video, I wanted to do a little bit more research based upon Strivectin's claim that this ingredient was also used in the treatment of regenerating skin cells in cancer patients. Well, I did find that to be true online from a source independent of Strivectin, so I was pleased with that. I also found another article from the New York Times from October of last year. And basically what the doctor in this particular article is stating is the niacin, aka the NIA 114, is equivalent to, and I'm going to have to put my glasses on again, sorry, excuse me, is basically equivalent to tretinoxin. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry for stumbling through this video. And tretinoxin is sold under the brand names of Retin-A, Renova, and Atrilin. So the whole purpose here is that it really is used for acne treatment, reduction of fine lines and wrinkles, reduction of hyperpigmentation. And one other thing that I just wanted to touch upon is that Oil of Olay's Pro X line also uses niacin in that particular product. And there was a publication last year that with clinical proof that the use of the niacin did improve the wrinkle appearance comparable to this tretinoin. I am so sorry. I don't know. I'm getting tongue-tied over that. I may end up cutting that out. But, so anyway, am I discouraged because I'm not seeing what I thought I would see at this point from the Strivectin? No. Based upon what I was able to find, I am still hopeful and encouraged. And I know it's going to take time. As I said before, this is not going to be an overnight process. You know, I may be 6 months from now still giving updates on this, or the final update. I will try to also include and insert into this video some pictures that I took, some comparative pictures. And one is a set of pictures that I took of the forehead, the cheeks, the jowls, from the side and from the front on both sides of my face, that I took on the 8th when I started this, and then a set that I took today. I will try to insert those. Now, as I say, I don't see a huge difference here, but then these are real deep lines right here, so I don't see really much of a difference. But I don't think it's really fair after 3 weeks to expect the product to have done anything. Now, I said that I was going to evaluate progress based upon the Strivectin's claim of what occurs at 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 8 weeks. And again, at 2 weeks, natural collagen and moisture is resurging and retexturing. There's no way that I can really determine the increase of collagen. Now, one thing I will say though, if you go back and look at my first video, I was talking about this area, the gobble here. Let's see if I can get that in there. That's still kind of rough looking. Still looks like turkey neck. But if you recall, or go back and look, I took this portion right here and pinched it, and it just stayed flat, no elasticity whatsoever. That's where I actually see some improvement there, right in that area where that was just had no resiliency to it whatsoever. So I do see improvement there. So anyway, that's my first update, and I will be back probably in another 3 weeks. Let's not do the 2 weeks. I don't know when I'll be back, but it will be within 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll give you another update in the journey. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. And yes, I am still using the Genefique with this each day too. So it's the Genefique and the Strivectin at this point. And I may incorporate within the next week or so one of the Lancome neck creams, but I'm also really trying to do neck exercises, especially for this area, which is just fat, and as I said before, that's for weight loss. So I may delay the neck cream and just continue to use Strivectin and my moisturizer here in the neck here to help this area. So again, sorry for rambling so much, but anyway, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Thanks. Bye bye.